Only thing promised in life is death. That's why we live every day like it's our last. And we go hard with everything that we do. So every chance that I get,
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Hi, I'm Aryanna Lynn with the Next Level magazine, and today we're here with China Mac.
Yo, what up, what up?
And I just want to get straight into it. Let's just go.
pour liquor for my dead homies. Mom word and she scared for me. Heard the chef got a snare for me. Hold my homies, never tell on me.
I want to know what influenced you to start making music. Like, where did this passion come from?
Well, music was I discovered hip hop music in when I was in a group home. I was a kid, I was like 8 years old, something like that, and I was like the only Asian person there. And you know, it's tough. Kids can be tough. The environment is tough. I'm away from home. You know what I mean? I'm a kid. So there wasn't like no connection with the other kids because I was the only Asian kid. And I didn't grow up in the hood, in the projects, and nothing like that. I grew up sheltered in Chinatown. You know, there's not really a lot of black people. Back then, there wasn't really no black people out here. But I grew up in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like I was raised in the system. So there it was like predominantly, you know, black, Latinos. And I think being in that environment definitely helped me, you know, now, because like if I could be in that environment and thrive and be well and you know, hold my own and hold my head, then this is nothing. This is like you know, so it's just like, you know, this is a predominantly black industry, but it's not a hostile industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not like, and when I came from, like in prison, that was hostile. You had to fight for your life, like, and especially if you wasn't black, you wasn't Spanish, you know, you had to really prove yourself. So this right now is just like, you know, I have to prove myself, but I have to prove myself, you know, with a skill, with something that, you know, I'm confident.
First the judge gonna adjourn my case. Prosecutor gonna turn her face. The bailiff come and cuff my wrist. Then it's back to the pens, to the same old shit.
So have you experienced any discriminations or bias within the industry yet? And if so, how did you handle that? How did you go about it?
I mean, I don't know if I don't think I have. At least not in like my face. Like, you know, nobody's gonna. I don't know if anybody's gonna do it, but nobody came up to me and was like, oh, you know,
your cultural
so get out of here type, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you gotta have a thick skin in this industry. Like when you're a public figure, like, you know, there's gonna be things that, like, you know, are uncomfortable. People are gonna have their opinions. So
how about any upcoming projects?
Yeah, definitely. I just released a project called MITN, Movie in the Making. It's an album. I have features from Jadakiss, Dave East, Young and May, Corey Guns. I have the Mad Rapper on it. It's a dope project. It was like an independent project, my first project ever. Now I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm feeling a lot of it. Like people coming to me on the street, people are DMing me, people are emailing me, and it's like I'm an inspiration for people. And for so long, I was casted as like a, you know, like a nobody. Like, you know what I mean? I was casted as somebody that shouldn't be in society. You should be locked up, you should be like, you know, be put in a cage and like just whatever. Now, you know, I've transcended that. Like, you know what I mean?
Top down in the winter, that's how winners do. Day one, I've been real to the mineral. Always been a general, military aim. Flooding with the storm, breaking levees with the rain. If you really wanna dance, I put you on the stage, boy. You could get your fade like.
Okay, so we spoke about your music. Now let's get into another one of your projects, which is Respect Life. How did you get, you know, your spot in the show? How did that come about?
So I recently came home from prison, right? But before I did 16-month parole violation. Before that parole violation, Respect Life wasn't out. And my boy was like, yo, you know, we submitted your music to Respect Life, and they hit us back and want to know when you're coming home, because to possibly put you in a web series.
So how did you get your character? How did you guys set up that whole personality and all of that? Is it a portrayal of yourself? Do you guys like differ, or you have a lot of similarities?
Mellow Boom, he just wrote the character out. But you know, when you're acting or whatever, you want to find you want to take the character and you want to find it how you can relate it to yourself,
Right.
and then just make that character come out. It's a piece of you, you know what I mean? But it's not all of you, but it's a piece of you. And so I think that character, it has like, it has a lot of what I used to be. You know what I mean? Like that whole flair. So it's easy for me to like,
Shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, son.
Yeah, you feel me?
Fucking weed inside of fortune cookies, man.
You feel me, bro?
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Shit crazy. Just when I thought I seen it all on this shit, man.
So I noticed these paintings over here. I'm not sure exactly what they are. You want to explain to me because this is your little space. But it caught my attention a couple of times. So what are they?
they're not paintings. They're artwork. They're artwork. So basically, when I was in prison, there was times when I was in my cell and I didn't have paper. Maybe the COs didn't want to give out paper. They wanted to be assholes that day. Maybe I ran out of paper because they only give you a certain amount of paper. So maybe I wrote a letter and I wrote something. I didn't have the paper to write, a rhyme. And so I would find my own things, like a Cheez-It box. I would just rip off the paint and then just write it on the cardboard part. A letter, I would write in the back of a letter, front of a letter, back of a book, whatever I could get my hands on to actually just get that expression, get that expression out.
So you mentioned you did a bid. You want to elaborate on, it had a lot of influence on you, so I'm curious to what happened, what put you in that situation.
For a long time, man, prison was like a drug that I couldn't shake. You know what I'm saying? It was just, prison wasn't the drug. It was my actions and the anger and whatever else I was just
The lifestyle?
The lifestyle was my drug.
Right.
And prison was the result of the drug. So I kept on going back and forth to prison because I couldn't kick it. I couldn't
shake the lifestyle.
I couldn't shake it.
How do your parents feel about your music, about everything that you're doing now? They're very supportive. How was it?
My mom was scared. You know what I'm saying? She's like, cause she just doesn't, she doesn't want me to go back to prison. So anything that is gonna keep me out of prison, she's with. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's not like I have a 9 to 5, and it's not like this music stuff or being in respect life is actually paying bills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the streets are ice cold, we don't love us so. One slip, you get swallow whole. When your number play, you gotta go. Young or old, ain't no telling where the bullets go. Friend or foe.
You came out of prison and you created your own business. Like these clothes that I see here. How did this come about? How did you, take those steps and get into this industry?
This was all planned when I was in prison, when I had all this time, and I have notebooks full of stuff and just plans. I would jot down the plans, and I would have these vivid, just visions of stuff. So I would think all right, music, but then I'm reading books. I'm like, okay, music at this time right now. So music isn't really the money no more. Music is just a way for you to get known, so you can sell something else, right? So and right now it's touring and merchandise. So I know that if the music ain't selling, I have to create another
flow of income.
Exactly. So clothes is what I started doing. So it's basically merchandise that I came up with.
And the clothing line, do you design them yourself? Do you have ideas that you jot down in a notebook and be like, here, this is how I want it to look, this is what I need done? Or do you have somebody for that?
I play a intricate part in it, but I have somebody helping me with it. My boy Rich, All-Star Rich, what up? Shout out to you. Mm-hmm. He helps me with this. But a lot of the ideas, I came up with, the logo I came up with, and then people just bring it to life for me.
Mother's scared when they child leave. God, please don't let her be a victim of a crime scene. I've seen the devil's work, hell on earth, the middle burst. It's red alert, they beg for mercy, it never works.
So, how do you deal with your fans? I know you must run into them outside, on social media. How is, your relationship with them?
I love my fans, because like my fans give me a purpose too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm giving them inspiration, but my fans are giving me inspiration too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know, we all deal with self-doubt. Like, damn, am I actually good enough? Like, can I actually do it? Like, will it work? Because it's like for so long, like I said, I wasn't no inspiration. Like, you know what I mean? I was just a number. Nobody even cared about me. Nobody wrote me letters on Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like, I was just counted out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now for me to actually be, you know, people actually like listening to me. I have a voice now. My fans are super dope. I might not have all the fans in the world, but I got some really dope fans, like people, and I want to connect with them. I want them to know how I feel about them. You know what I'm saying? So when I see them, I'll follow them. I have no problem following somebody. Like, oh, yo, could you follow me? I'll follow you back. Somebody placed the order, and then I was going through my website, and we was like, you know, fulfilling the orders. And then I saw that it was in Brooklyn, and I was in Brooklyn. And I'm like, yo, this is like 15, 17-minute drive from where I'm at. So I was like, yo, Lynn, get in the car. Let's go package this up. Let's go deliver it. Like, you know what I mean? I know how important that is. It's like you order, somebody took their time out, spent $55 on something. They could have fed their son with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could have bought something else with that. You know what I mean? They could have pay-per-viewed a fight or something with that. You know what I mean? But they bought a shirt from me, and it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it means that they support me, and I wanna show them that I appreciate that support.
I'm 10 steps ahead of you clowns. Have you laying in a medical gown? Doctors hovered over. I'm out here getting revenue now. Feeling like I be the federal trap. They can never hold us. Red money, larger than life. Chopper hitting every target in sight.
So, one more question. If you could tell the world, your fans, one thing, anything about your music, who you are, your vision, that you need to get out there, one message, what would it be?
I would say, no box. Like, stay away from the box. Stay away from putting yourself or allowing other people to put you in a box. You know what I mean? And that's what I represent. That's like my mission statement. To stay out the box, regardless of what people might say, regardless of what backlash you might get, regardless of whatever you might face. You know what I mean? You might face like things from your parents saying, you know, whatever, being disgruntled about something. But if it's in your heart, if it's something that you want to do, don't conform to what other people want you to do or their opinions, because at the end of the day, it's not their life. This is your life.
Hold my homies, never tell on me. I just tell them, say a prayer for me. I just tell them, say a prayer for me. I just tell them, say a prayer for me. I just tell them, say a prayer for me.